Bloody Monday. So a lot of the technical analysts are painting the picture of a bloodbath for Monday, and I want to take a look at that. I've been looking at where this thing is going to turn over for the last week or so, and um, yeah, let me talk about that. So this is Brian Lewis with MMT Investing, and things just changed. Before I get into kind of up or down targets from where we are on opening Monday, let me go back and look at this previous cycle, because here's what the patterns that we have been seeing are. Well, for one, this three wave is this angle here, right? And then this actual crash wave is a wider angle, notably wider angle, not way wider, a little bit wider. So that is important. And then also every time we break one of these support levels, we get a little action, and then we swing out and we get a good back test. And it was painting a really good picture of this outer tangent line, and we get some more break action, and we swing out, and we get a really good back test here. And that one is a really high parabolic back test that got up before we set up this downward zone here. And then we get some good reactions here, and then we get a lot of good reactions on a lower. Okay, so let's go see what we have and see if we can get any of that set up right now. So for right now, we got a tiny little back test of the bull trap support line, just this little tiny back test. That's it. And then we get down here to this major 12-year, this is the financial crisis 12-year bull market line that has been supporting this whole wave formation and getting all of these reactions across, across all of this 3, 4, 5 wave area. And this is it. This is all we got. Like two little checks sort of during intraday trading, and now we're down here. So, I mean, to me, I think that's a little weak. This line is too major, and we see here our Monday opening, we got a gap down to start trading, and now we're kind of trending back up, maybe a little triangle kind of thing, which that would be, in technical analysis, looking kind of like a bear pennant to move down right now. But in my previous cycle in the cyclical model, it's harder. This is to get up and backtest now. It's going to have to be a really steep kind of parabolic move up. So, I mean, from here on Friday, I mean, if we started moving up on opening today, it would look like another backtest is pretty obvious. And now another backtest might be pushing it a little bit. I mean, I don't know what percentage to put on a backtest way up here, like a parabolic backtest. We did get one last time though, in the previous cycle, but it's not looking like a 90% chance of a backtest. It's like a 30% chance of a backtest at this point. And I wanted to do a couple ideas for an outer tangent line. I had an outer tangent kind of through here before, just because we get some reactions, and that could maybe be a potential kind of spot for a backtest over here. Or I had the idea, just today looking at things, there's a really interesting intersection point here, which would be a neat place to put that tangent line. And we'll just have to see. I mean, if we start seeing like this kind of action on this angle, see, because we get this angle down here on the three wave. So this same kind of angle down here is not reasonable. Like that's not a reasonable angle for a real down move. Like that has to swing out, and we have to get a less steep angle on this one. So I think this thing has to swing out, and that's kind of my two ideas right now is we either swing out kind of here and set up a tangent, somewhere along one of these reaction areas, or or we swing out up here and get like a real test, of this tangent line, and then we can place this line on that kind of reaction spot and get a good angle. But really, that red outer tangent doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the next few days of trading, other than just wherever the last big reaction is gonna help set it up. But it doesn't predict much of anything. Once we get our reactions off the red line and we get the outside edge of the big tangent set, then we're going to start looking for an inner tangent, or a consolidation zone. I'm sorry, consolidation zone, and this is our inner tangent. We're going to do like some consolidation zone action, some inner tangent action, and then I have kind of a rough area down here looking at the 1-2 wave of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this zone here is a good zone to look at for the dead cat bounce, because we get on the last cycle we got some action above this inner tangent and then a little below, and then kind of did some bounces along here. So this area is important to look at, and this support line is not a real support line. It's just a similar zone to where we got that kind of dead cat bounce in the last cycle. So that's the cycle outlook, and I want to see today if we start setting up this or if we start setting up this, but I don't think it's a big difference. I think we're just going to be testing that red tangent line either low or high today, and then we're going to start moving down as we get into this week. And it should be at an angle out here. It should be at an angle like this, not tight like that. That's too steep. So this won't continue, or I don't think so. Like, I don't think we're just going to go like this. Like, that's not realistic. But oh yeah, and I guess I could look at the curves, the tangent curves, and kind of get an idea of the shape of this thing, because what we have here is we have an A, B, C kind of corrective wave, and if we zoom out, we get our higher level A, B, C kind of corrective wave with the Elliott look. But I would like to point out the shapes of the ABC on this, which is we get this curved A and this curved up B, and then this one, the C, is curved down and out. And so that is the curve shape that we want to see. And then of course we get, our dead cat moves and our bull trap moves and then our consolidation insanity moves all along that curve. And that is all the stuff that we're looking for in a repeat of the pattern over here, which would just be a general kind of curve that way. And I don't know where that goes to. We'll look at we have a floor down here on our whole everything bubble, but that kind of stuff usually takes like a couple of years to get down there. So I don't know if we can. That's insane. That's like 34 to 12. Yeah, we don't really have a solid landing spot right now to look for. Just some general wave shapes and some areas of this wave in the intermediate. So yeah, same kind of thing. Looking for a dead cat, which would be above this shape, and then cut it, and then maybe I don't know if we want to do it along this line, maybe there, and then all this crazy consolidation stuff. Something like this, but without a downward target really figured out right now. And we do have this red tangent line, which is suggesting a much lower target right now. And we're going to have to see where we land. What is happening? Oh, okay. All right. Please hit the like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And this is not investment advice. Just working on the model here today, looking at the opening trading of Bloody Monday and my little worm thing that's stuck to my cursor. I can't get rid of it. So thanks for watching, and I don't. Yeah, please hit the like button. Yeah, happy trading.